Hi, Tom here. In this week's Circle Line Art School video, I'll show you one way to draw a simple house using one-point perspective. The first step is to draw a horizontal line across your page. Next, draw a dot for the vanishing point on the right. This point is where all the receding parallel lines will go towards. The next step is to draw a square on the left, with the horizontal line in the middle of the square. Then, from the top right corner of the square that you've just drawn, draw a soft guideline towards your vanishing point. You could use a ruler or just draw freehand. Next, draw another receding line to the vanishing point from the base of the corner. Now draw a vertical line to show how far the house recedes into the distance. So now we have the basic cube for a structure of a house. Next, draw two diagonal lines as guidelines from the corners of the right side of the house to find the center of this side wall of the house. Then, from the center point of the diagonal lines, draw a vertical guideline to show the position of the top point of the pitched roof. Next, draw a triangle for the roof on the right, and then extend the ridge of the roof to the left, and then we can copy the angle of the roof on the right to the left-hand side. You could let the baseline of the roof, front and back, overhang the main structure of the building. Next, we can repeat this technique on the left, but this time using the side of the roof to draw a dormer window. Start by drawing a rectangle, and then find the center by drawing the diagonal lines as guidelines. Then draw a triangle for the front-facing part of the roof. And then use your vanishing point to find the receding line for the edge of the roof. Now we have the basic house structure using one-point perspective. Next, you could add a thickness to the edge of the roof. Now we could draw a chimney. Use your vanishing point as a guide for the receding right-hand side of the chimney. And to draw the base of the chimney, copy the angles that we have already drawn for the roofline on the left and the right. You could add some details to the top of the chimney, always using your vanishing point for any receding lines. Now, to draw the front-facing windows, we can draw a series of rectangles. As they're not receding away from us, they'll just stay rectangular. To do this, draw some guidelines so that we can position the windows where we want them to be, just some soft lines to mark out the position of the windows before you start to draw them in detail. And then any details you add to one window, it's best to add the same amount of details for each of the windows that you draw next. think about the position of the windows so that they are symmetrical. And then we could draw a door in the center at the base and add some details around the door as well. So for details, it's useful to draw light lines first, and then as you become more sure about what lines you want to keep, as you start adding details, then you can choose to add some darker lines to your drawing at this stage. Then we can draw the windows on the right-hand side of the house. As this right-hand side is receding away from us towards the single vanishing point, in this drawing in one-point perspective, we need to use the vanishing point to draw some guidelines to mark where you want to place the windows on the side. If you want the windows to be the same height as the windows at the front of the house, then we can draw the guidelines from the near corner of the house towards the vanishing point, in line with the top and base of the front-facing windows of the house. If you'd like to learn more about drawing in perspective, please visit my website, circlelineartschool.com, where you can find full details of my online drawing courses for beginners. Once you have the windows in place, you could add some more details to your house, and then later in this drawing, you could add a landscape in the background. Using your vanishing point for any receding lines, for pathways, and also you could use the vanishing point to draw some guidelines for the top and base of a tree, and then between the guidelines that go towards the vanishing point, you could draw a row of trees in one-point perspective. Then the last stage in this drawing is to add some shading. For this drawing I use a 4B pencil, but any soft art pencil would do well. I post a new video each week. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, Circle Line Art School, to keep up to date with all the content that I create. I hope you find this drawing useful for your own drawings. To learn more, please visit circlelineartschool.com. If you have any comments or suggestions for drawings in the future, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.